Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. I am Shantande. I have completed my MSc in Applied Geology from Jadavpur University. I have secured CSIR-GRF 9 in June 2020. I want to share my personal experience and strategy which I have followed for preparing CSIR-NET. I believe if you are from a geological background and already completed BSc or MSc in Earth Science, 5 to 6 months is more than sufficient to score good marks in CSIR-NET with proper planning and execution. Now, first of all, we all know about the huge syllabus of Earth Science in CSIR-NET. I am not going to the details of the syllabus here, but I want to subdivide the syllabus in 5 major topics. Those are basically geology, geophysics, physical geography, atmospheric science, and oceanography. We all know that we have to answer 15 questions out of 20 from part A, 35 questions from part B out of 50, and 25 questions from part C out of 80. After analyzing the previous year question papers, I saw that you will get more or less equal number of questions from these 5 major topics. I am talking about both part B and part C. So now I want to guide you how to tackle these 5 major topics and from where you can score maximum number. We all know in a geology part there are numerous topics to cover, but I would like to mention particularly these 6 topics to focus on, that is petrology, structural geology, sedimentology, geochemistry, stratigraphy, crystallography, and mineralogy. Now, for petrology, JD Winter is more than sufficient to tackle all the questions from CSIR-NET. For structural geology, first read Hakonfason. It will clear all your concept. Then read MP Billings to tackle the questions coming from geological map, fold, fault, dike, etc. For sedimentology, you should read Sedimentology and Stratigraphy by Gary Nichols. I would like particularly mention chapter 2, 3 and from 7 to 14. This book is must read. It covers a lot of things. Now for geochemistry, you should consult Introduction to Geochemistry, Principle and its Applications by Kulasi Misra. Chapter 10 is must read from this book. Besides, you should have idea about chalcophile, lithophile, siderophile, atmophile elements, mobility of elements, oxidation and solubility of elements. You will get all these things from this book. Okay. Now you will get minimum 2 questions from stratigraphy in part C. Those are mainly match the following type. First, go through Indian stratigraphy by Principles of Engineering Geology by K.M. Mangar. This is chapter 8. You have to go through that, and after that, for more better understanding, you can consult Geology of India by Vaidyanathan and Ramakrishnan. Now for mineralogy and crystallography, I would suggest to go through the notes of Tulane University. I have provided the link in the description box. You can check that. Now coming to second major topic, that is geophysics. If you are a student from geology background, then solving part C questions of geophysics without calculator is hectic and time consuming. I personally avoided those questions, but you should attempt the questions from Snell's law, Poisson's ratio, bulk modulus, Young modulus, rigidity modulus. Then read chapter 1 from Fundamental of Geophysics by William Lowry. This chapter will cover all these questions from planetary science, that is Kepler's law and all these things. And at least read geomagnetism from this book, that is page 305 to 311, you can attempt at least 10 marks by covering only these things, okay, from geophysics. uh, Now coming to third major topic, that is physical geography. It also includes geomorphology. First, go through part 1 and part 2 from textbook of geology by GB Mahapatra. uh, then after completing that, you have to go through the textbook of physical geology by GB Mahapatra. This is the very good book. Now coming to fourth major topic, that is atmospheric science, where we all struggle a lot. First of all, you should go through the atmosphere and introduction to meteorology by Tarbach. This is very good book with lot of colorful pictures. After completing this book, then go through Meteorology Today by Arens and Henson. It also provides very good pictures. It will clarify your concept. Now I would like to particularly mention these topics from atmosphere. Those are Indian monsoon, jet streams, that is tropical easterly jet, subtropical jet, role of Tibetan plateau on Indian monsoon, role of ITC jet and subtropical jet on Indian monsoon, role of tropical easterly jet on Indian monsoon, Meden-Julian oscillation, El Nino, La Nina, Walker circulation, Indian Ocean dipole, atmospheric circulation, tornadoes, hurricane and mid-latitude cyclones, western disturbance, Köppen's climatic classification, cloud formation process, that is Bergeron process and bounce theory, albedo, lapset and atmospheric instability, climate change, that is Milankovitch cycle, barotropic and baloclinic instability. You should have very clear concept from all these topics. There are a lot of questions from coming from these topics. You have to be very careful while reading these topics, okay, in from these two books. Now coming to fifth major topic, that is oceanography. You should go through essentials of oceanography by Trujillo and Thurman. This is very good book for oceanography with lot of colorful pictures. It will clarify your concept. uh, I would like to mention chapter from chapter 1 to chapter 9. After chapter 9, there will be physical biooceanography. I don't recommend biooceanography, that because syllabus of biooceanography is huge, so I personally avoided this topic. Now I would like to mention particular topics from oceanography, that is seawater chemistry, ocean temperature and salinity and density, carbonate buffering of seawater, ocean circulation, geostrophic current and Coriolis effect, deep ocean circulation, marine sedimentation, waves and tides, paleoceanography. You should have very clear concept about these topics. Now for paleoceanography, you will get at least two questions in part C from this particular topic. You will get questions from ocean gateway, last glacial maxima, etc. I would suggest you should go through chapter 13 from this book by PK Saraswati. You can attempt all those questions from this topic. Now coming to part A, where you should score at least 25 marks. Don't neglect this section. You can follow video series by Aptitude Made Easy, uh, where you will get all the necessary tips and tricks. I have provided the YouTube link in description box. Now I would like to share my personal timetable to cover all those topics in a well organized manner. If you are from a geological background, you already studied geology for more than 3 years, but you don't know much about atmosphere and oceanography. So I have started to read the atmosphere by Tarbach, and after completing that, meteorology today. Now one important note is here: every day practice MCQ for 2 hours from this book, Get Geology and Geophysics by R. Guptas. Here you will get topics wise geological questions. It will help you to remember geological things while studying atmospheric science. When you completed these two books from atmosphere, now go through Essentials of Oceanography by Trujillo and Thurman. Within 2 months you have to cover these three books, two from atmospheric science and one from oceanography, and have to solve all the topic wise questions from Get Geology by R Gupta. Now next 1 month cover sedimentology, geomorphology and physical geography. While reading these topics for 1 month, spend 2 hours every day for solving previous year questions from Joint CSIR UGC-NET, Earth, Atmospheric, Ocean and Planetary Sciences by R. Guptas. And here one important note is try to write down the answer of previous year questions where you face difficulty, because in this book all 95 to 5 questions are 95% questions answer is right. So I would recommend, please remember the things from where the questions are coming, and write that, and take note from this book. Okay, then now for next 1 month cover other topics of geology and geophysics, but don't forget to spend 2 hours to solve previous year questions. This is very important. Okay, this is very important. When 4 months is over, it's time to sum up and revise all those things for next 1.5 month. During that time give mock tests, it's very essential now. Okay, and I believe if you follow this strategy you will rock in exam. Thank you.
Do like, share and subscribe my channel, and do hit the bell icon.